part 2 of the attachment style series. Alright, let's get into it. These are the 4 attachment styles. These really take shape in our childhood, how we're brought up, how we're raised, and as we get older, we can shift attachment styles, and no one is really confined to one style. It's really common to have a mix of all of these. For securely attached individuals, it's relatively easy for these people to be comfortable with intimacy, opening up to people. They really do value their sense of self-worth as well as emotional connections, and this is the goal. We want to strive for being securely attached because these people have habits and healthy habits navigating through their relationships. The anxious preoccupied style is really great at emotional connections, really deep bonding with people. They're really good at picking up subtle hints off of their family members, their friends, their relationships, things like that. However, there is an embedded subconscious fear of abandonment. These people fear being left out in the cold, being left. Dismissive avoidant style is the complete opposite of the anxious preoccupied. They're called dismissive because it can seem like they're dismissive of intimacy altogether, not too comfortable with emotional closeness with other people, fear of intimacy and closeness because they don't really trust that easily. It takes a lot for them to really trust people like that, and so these individuals in this style will have a home base within themselves. At the end of the day, they will have themselves regardless. Fearful avoidant style is kind of like a mix between the dismissive and the anxious preoccupied. This is also called the disorganized style because of the seesaw hot and coldness it can have. The hot side being the anxious, really wanting that connection, and then switch next day or next minute they can be really dismissive and appear as very cold. They also do have a fear of intimacy and autonomy. They really want those close bonded connections, but sometimes there's a lot of anxiety that unearths themselves and kind of like arises within their newfound connections, and so they pull back, but then they're like, no, come here, like come back, and then like come here, like go away. Look forward to the next parts because I'm going to hit all the attachment styles individually and talk about them in more depth.